All right, I think we're live. If you guys and gals could give me a hand by letting me know if you can see and hear well, we're about to watch Joe Biden address the nation here on the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And we don't have much information because a bunch of stuff has been running around. Excuse me, I got a text from somebody who's kind of in the know. But what do we do know? Let me put this on. Oh, here we go. We'll go right to him. Stand by. Let me know if that works. Their feed is screwed up. Let me know if you can hear it at all. Stand by.
Heightened level of security. And I've been consistent in my direction to the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety. Second, I've directed the head of the Secret Service to review all security measures for the Republican National Convention, which is scheduled to start tomorrow. And third, I've directed an independent review of the national security at yesterday's rally to assess exactly what happened. And we'll share the results of that independent review with the American people as well. And finally, I'll be speaking more about this tonight at greater length from the Oval Office. We must unite as one nation. We must unite as one nation to demonstrate who we are. And so may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, when you spoke to President Trump yesterday,
What a joke.
Mr. President, shifting our campaign strategy, Mr. President, do you regret?
What an absolute joke that was. Sorry to waste your time. I guess we'll have more information tonight, maybe. Um, uh, well, I'll tell you what we know so far. I figured he was going to at least address it. Regarding the shooter, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, has been identified by the FBI as the shooter. We do know, or it hasn't been, I haven't seen it as a definitive, but we've heard that there's an AR style rifle. We don't know the caliber yet. We don't know how many shots were fired exactly yet. We do know that he was just outside of the security perimeter in a rooftop that should have been 100% absolutely controlled by Secret Service and or local, law enforcement. Period. There have been a bunch of things circulating around socials, Twitter specifically, where people saw this guy bear crawl up on that rooftop, told law enforcement, and there was a apparent delay in response. We do know the shooter was allowed to get off several shots before he was engaged by Secret Service, before they ended the threat. A lot of the rest we don't know. We have heard that there were bomb-making materials in his vehicle, as well as his home, which was searched this morning. And because the shooter did not have ID on him at the time, they're using other types of identification markers, like DNA and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know why the president or Joe Biden just did that. People are still saying they don't hear anything. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully it's their feed was screwed up and I had to change settings to get the audio. Yeah, all right, Gals and Guns says, yeah, we can hear you. All right, cool. Thank everybody for joining me on a short notice. I will try to bring us the broadcast live tonight when it comes from the Oval Office, but who knows what Potato Head will say. But we may never know, right? We may never know. So I've gotten a bunch of people who've reached out for my opinion, like my opinion matters on this, but they wanted to know what I thought about the initial response. The initial response after the shots were fired, where the agents got to Trump and, covered him, and was solid. A little bit after that is kind of wishy-washy. Usually you don't let the VIP tell you to wait, but maybe it's because they heard shooter down that they thought they were in the clear-ish. But I will say that there were a couple agents who we saw bouncing back and forth like the Dixie Chicks, who didn't know where they were, didn't know what was going on. They obviously looked panicked. And they didn't look like they were calm in the face of evil. And hopefully the agency learns from that. We do know that the head of the Secret Service used to be the head of security at PepsiCo. So take with that what you will, or from that what you will. Bad day in U.S. history yesterday. We'll see what happens today as the first full day of investigation continues. We should know everything about this dude. It has come out through the news agencies that the shooter was a registered Republican voter in Pennsylvania. And when Joe Biden was inaugurated, he did donate $15 to Act Blue. Act Blue is a very, very radical, anti-gun, pro-Democrat type PAC that raises money and sends to all of the people who want to take away your rights. So I believe Act Blue was even set up by Hillary Clinton and the DNC. Check me if I got that wrong, but I'll give you more information as it comes out. And guys and gals, just be safe. Like, I can't show you it because on a live stream you get demonetized, taken down, and possibly a strike, but carry items that will keep you, your family, and your community safe. You can't always predict when evil will be around, and when it does, you need to be able to react and not bounce back and forth and worried about putting on your sunglasses and not being able to holster your tool and dropping equipment on the ground. And the sad thing is I do know solid women in law enforcement, and I do know one that was a former Secret Service agent, and I would go to battle with them, but maybe not the ones I saw yesterday. Appreciate y'all. Be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. God bless America. God bless President Trump. And, it's going to be an interesting couple weeks here going into the convention, and interesting come November. If you're a gun owner who hasn't registered to vote yet, get off your ass. Get off your ass. Let's make it impossible for them to steal it. Let's make it impossible for them to overcome with cheating. 10 million more Americans voting to stop this tyrannical bullshit is what we need. Take care, y'all.